to franchisors, franchisees, and the startup community. So come be a part of this Mega Franchisee Expo 2023. You can reserve your entry now on the link which is already shared on the screen. Also, you will receive a shared email on your registered email ID, wherein you will get the link and you can register yourself over that also. So hurry up and book your slot. So as always, we appreciate your participation in our webinar. And you all know that the main aim of these webinars are to provide you all the business information opportunities with Franchise India. Also in this live webinar, we connect you with the brands directly and let you explore this platform to answer your queries. We hope you will learn new things and have a great session with us. If you know the Q&A procedure, but again, I would like to repeat it. So if you have any questions during the webinar, please type them into the chat window. We'll address them during the Q&A. We hope that you will feel more comfortable and confident about brands by the end of our time together today. With this, I would like to welcome our panelists. And so as you know that today's webinar is based on the iconic brands, franchisee opportunities, which we have with the iconic brands. So we're going to cover the brands which are famous, and we all know that their names are very much well known to you all. With this, I would like to welcome our first brand, which is Tussy, which is very much known for their invisible aligners, but they are not limited to the aligners, but they are very much famous for their skin and hair treatments as well. Today, we have Mr. Praveen Shetty, the co-founder of Tussy, with us to tell you more about the brand and franchise opportunities available in the market. Praveen sir, first of all, I would like to welcome you on our paneling. And I would like to request you to please put some light over the Tussy brand and the franchisee opportunities we do have for our investors available in India. Over to you, Praveen ji.
Thank you. Thank you, Neha. Good evening, everyone. And again, welcome you to one of the biggest franchisee platform available to everyone. And we are very happy to join hands with Franchisee India to showcase our product, our services, and our concept in total. So I would like to share the screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. It's very much.
So,
yeah, can you please join the webinar? It is running right now.
So can you put everyone on mute?
Yes.
Just give me a minute. Put on mute.
So, good evening, guys. Now, I am Dr. Praveen Shetty. I'm an orthodontist as well as the co-founder of this company by the name of Mako, which represents the two brands, which is the most popular brand. It's known as the Tussy and the Skinsy. And it's India's largest direct-to-consumer clinical beauty technological platform. And the brand is represented by none other than one of the great youth icon, Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma. You had seen us everywhere, like in Insta, in Google, in Facebook, as well as we were the IPL sponsor for the Gujarat Titans and in Big Boss, in lots of commercial events. So that's our brand. Now, if you talk about the health and beauty segment, what we represent, it has a large opportunity. And if you see everyone between the 16 to 60 years of age, they seek some type of clinical professional solution multiple times. So because of this issues related to the smile, issues related to the aesthetic, we are in the segment which is for long term, which is for repeat value, and which everyone, the target segment, the people from 16 to 60 years, they can avail all this service, whether it's skin, whether it's dental, or whether it's body. So, my dear friends, there is a large market opportunity in this segment. This is the research has been published in some of the magazines where there is such underserved and the fragmented market are ready for disruption. And if I just talk about, there is like 2 million annual braces treatment done across India. And there is like 1.2 million annual aesthetic treatment done across India. So this is like an high value, higher average order value across category, and amount of people undergoing this treatment, if you calculate, near about 60% of our population has some or other form of such problem, and there is a huge potential, large opportunity, large market size for aesthetic clinical treatment product as well as for the service. So we as a Mako, we are targeting a larger group with Tutsi and Skinsy. And overall, if you can see, there is like a $95 billion industry which is about to tap over the period of next 7 to 8 years. So that's how the industry is growing. And there is a huge amount of market is there. And our predominant product is aligners, braces, traditional skin treatment, and laser hair removal. So this is our USP. Just to tell you what is aligners, what is braces, I think everybody knows, or they have seen that some of part of their kids or their brothers undergone some treatment where they put the braces. So instead of braces, we use a highly 3D printed automated aligners, which will get a great smile makeover. So this Mako, it stands for affordable, convenient, advanced dental care and derma care. And there is a reliable and the safe beauty solution. All are being powered by innovative technology, and it is backed by higher medical authority or by an domain specialist like dermatologist and orthodontist. This is our state-of-art 3D printing facilities available in Mumbai. It's one of the biggest facility, which is US FDA approved and ISO 13485 facility. It is one of the biggest laboratory manufacturing in India. That's our offices across Mumbai and Bangalore. And just to mention that we had raised near about $80 million, more than $80 million up at Series C funding. So it has been backed by private equity. And just to tell you, like we have demonstrated amazing rapid growth with an early mover advantage. Our growth from 21 to 23 is like near about 5x revenue growth. And the most important thing is we are having an early mover advantage, and we are Tutsi as a brand, it is having like near about 40% of market share in India. We had been massively searched on Google. We had been massively searched on Insta, amazing amount of followers. And there is a 32% user return to Mako platform for other service. And there is a 20% of repeat purchases take place between the Tutsi and Skinsy. So that's why we had integrated the Tutsi and Skinsy, where the customer can avail any of the service. So this is our company-owned experience center, which has been present in like 6 to 7 cities. Now by August 2023, we are already opening up 20 centers across India. And this is the look and feel of our center. And these centers are available for the franchisee. And also we are looking for the franchisee partner who will join us in our dream of establishing such center across India and providing a one-stop aesthetic, cosmetic, beauty platform for all the patients. And what's the biggest point is we are present very strongly on online, and this online presence is helping us to drive that online leads to the offline. So that's the added advantage. So our offer to all the franchisee over here, or the requirement is between, just to share with you, the area required is 750 to 800 square feet. Total investment we are looking for is near about 1 to 1.15 CR, which includes your interior, franchisee fee, the capex, the white goods, the instruments, materials, each and everything. So this is the minimum budget, maximum budget what we are looking for. There is a franchisee fee of 10 lakh, which is non-refundable, security deposit of 10 lakh, which is refundable. And our offer for all the franchisees is, there are two options. Either you can go for a profit sharing on the net margin that is of 50%, or you can go for a revenue sharing of 7%. So all the details, whenever you want, we can present it out. Plus, we have a minimum guarantee on capital investment of 11%. So that's our offering. Agreement period is of 7 years. Cumulative ROI is of 223%, and IRR is of 16%. So this is like a bare minimum. And definitely the stores what we are running is, we are looking for a ROI of near about 350 to 400%. So that's how the brand stands for. And this is the few things that what the brand will do and what the franchisee need to do. It will be a pure play FOCO model, franchisee owned, company operated. So company will look into all the operations, appointment, running the stores and everything. The franchisee will be looking for a site which will be approved by us, and then the interiors and everything will be done as per the brand guidelines. So that's about our brand, and I would request everyone to join hands, look for a great partner, and be a partner in this great dream of serving all the customer, all the patient who looks for a good aesthetic platform. So thank you guys. So that's about the Mako and Tutsi. So if there is any question, we are free to discuss.
Sir, we have some questions here, so I would like to take up the question. One question is being asked about the investment. So the investment is little higher side, on a little higher side. So can you just brief us related to the breakup so that it can be clear to the participants to understand the breakup of the investment?
See, I will tell you, like entire the treatment or the services which has been done in the center, either it's a Tutsi or Skinzi, the average order value, it is between 50,000 to 80 to 90,000. So the ticket size is bigger. A single patient coming to the center, the minimum billing will be 50,000. Maximum can go up to 1 lakh rupees. So that's the ticket size. And the store as such, it will be the state of art store or the centers which will deal with cosmetic treatment. So it's not just a center, it will be a center for the clinical service. So there will be a dermatologist, there will be a orthodontist, there will be a dentist, there will be a therapist, and over the period of time, we'll be having a hair transplant also in the same center. So this will be high ticket size, high store value because of a good interior, good positioning, good presence. Plus there will be a materials, instruments which is required, like laser scanner, laser hair removal machine. This is of slightly higher cost. So entire store, interior, material, dental chair, the air conditioning system, the dermat chair, this all will come up to this much.
Right, fair enough. One more question I would like to take up. Mr. Umesh has asked, who is our major competitors right now?
Right now, in this segment, there is no competitor. There might be an individual standalone clinic are our competitor, but in the brand, in the entire teeth, skin, hair, there is no competitor. Individual clinics, they are our competitors, but that's okay. But as an integrated solution, nobody is our competitor. Plus, our USP is we manufacture the product, we design the product. So everything from end to end, it has been delivered by us.
Okay. One last question I want to take up. What are the cities you may focus for the expansion at present?
So right now we are present in most of the metro cities. So along with the metro cities, we would like to get into the tier 1 and tier 2. So in tier 2, definitely the cost of investment will be less. In tier 2, the cost of investment will go up to 70 to 80 lakh rupees. But in the metro cities, the cost of investment will go up to 1 to 1.15 CR.
Okay. One more question is there. Marmik is asking, if the required infra is already available, then how much would be the investment, or do we have this kind of concept available with us?
See, if the required infra is available, only the space might be available, then definitely the interior cost can come down. So that we need to see as per the actuals. See, this is the cost of a total interior, taking into consideration 800, 900 square foot per square foot, 4,000 rupees. That is the cost. If this 4,000 will come down, the amount of spend is come down, then definitely the investment will come down.
Okay, fair enough. Rahul, do you have any question? Rupeshji, Namitji, from our panelists, if anyone has any question, you can put up, please.
No. So all the things are clear from his side, and everyone understood about the investment and ROI. So that's the most important.
Okay, so I can see there are people who are raising their hands. So I would like to tell one more time, you can write your questions in Q&A box as I won't be able to allow the communication panel here. So if you have any questions, instead of raising hand, you can just write the questions in Q&A box. We are trying to cover the maximum questions, but in case as this webinar has some limited time duration, so we won't be able to answer all your questions. So my team is going to get in touch with you maybe in a day or two to have a one-on-one discussion. Sir, one question also I would like to take up here. What kind of marketing support you will provide to the franchisee partners?
Entire the pan India, the central marketing is done by our team, because we spend heavily on the online marketing, as well as our presence is everywhere. So the central marketing is done by us as the company. Only the local level marketing or BTL marketing will be done at the store level, and that allocation of budget and everything is done in the MI. So whenever anybody wants to see, we can show it. 3% is allocated for the local marketing, but rest everything is done by the center, by us centrally.
Okay. So we have Mr. Viswajit Singha. He's asking, for an existing dental clinic, can we convert it into Tutsi franchisee?
See, it is like we need 900 square feet. If in 900 square feet we can allocate dental chair, our concept and everything, it will be a total in together Tutsi and Skinzy. So it's not only the dental, it will be a Tutsi and Skinzy. If anybody has 900 square feet, 800 square feet and ready to invest, all are welcome.
Okay. So that can be discussed, but only after, checking the scenario.
This should be all. The investor need to be ready with the amount of investment. And then this is an in total integrated solution for the Tutsi and Skinzy. Whether it's a dental clinic, dentist, dermat, everyone is welcome. But this will be operated as one integrated center, which is offering these solutions.
Okay, understood, sir. We still have multiple questions, but guys, since we are running out of time, so I'm going to take up the last question out of these. So there is one question being asked: how many clinics we have in Karnataka?
See, in Karnataka, we are only present in Bangalore. In Bangalore, we have opened up 3 centers. One is in Koramangala, Jayanagar, and one is in ACS layout or something, or AS layout, some address. But Koramangala is our very strongest 1.5-year-old store, which is doing amazing revenue. Jayanagar 2, and the new center we just opened last month. So we have 3 in Karnataka.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Praveen. Thanks a lot for giving us so much insights related to the brand. And it was really a wonderful session. The details you have shared with us are going to anyways benefit my participants and the investors, and to us also, because every time we are coming up in a webinar, any kind of communication, we get to know new things.
Yes.
So thanks a lot for your time. We understand you have.
Yes, we announced I think 2 days back only we had announced. So any franchisee member, he is able to close the deal in the next 30 days. There is an incentive of 2 lakh rupees for the person who is able to get the first closure. So this is available for the next 3 deals, and we are paying 2 lakh rupees for an individual member.
That's really good. That's really good, and it's really motivating for the team also.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot, sir. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Any questions? So you can just connect to me later on.
Yeah, definitely. We'll get in touch with you for one-on-one call, and the tri-party call will arrange accordingly.
Okay, then. Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So guys, what a wonderful brand it is. Everyone knows the name of Tutsi. We keep checking on the social media. I mean, we don't need to even check. We keep getting the inputs and the advertisement related to the brand. So if you have any thought or any interest into opening the franchisee related to Tutsi, you can get in touch with us one-on-one. You have the details. You can get in touch with us on our hotline number, which is 9717683838. Also, you can write us on feedback@franchiseindia.in. You keep getting emails from my end also, so you can write me back on the same email ID. And you are getting calls on regular basis from our team members. So as per your requirement, you can definitely have a one-on-one session. With this, I would like to take it forward, and would like to introduce you my next brand, which is an F&B brand. Since we are talking about the iconic brands, the brands which are very famous in the market, you must have heard the name Figaro Pizza, which is a 40-year-old US brand. It's a pizza brand. They are globally available into 500 places. So they already have 500 franchisee available all over the world. So we're talking about the global numbers. So we have Mr. Rahul Sharma heading Figaro Pizza for India. Rahul, I would like to request you to please put some light and give us insight related to the franchisee opportunities we have with Figaro Pizza at present. Over to you, Rahul.
Thank you, Neha, for inviting me. First of all, good evening, everyone, and namaste. कि आप किधर से भी मतलब different part of the country you join. And thanks to Franchise India for organizing the Bharat Franchisee Show, because this give a platform to understand which brands are more important in current market and how we can just support you. Because at the end of the day, it is your call ki which brand you want to go. But I would always suggest to my investor, if you want to take the franchisee, always go through their legacy, what legacy they are carrying it, how they can support you into the franchisee. Once the franchisee is signed, they are supporting in the location part, they are supporting in the training part, because especially in the F&B segment, supply chain, marketing. So if I consider all these parameter, Figaro Pizza is for you. So if I give you a little bit more information about the Figaro Pizza, this brand was started in 1982 from US. Currently, they are present in a different country. When I said a different country, they are present in US, UAE, India, Ethiopia, and the other country. As Neha told, 500 stores are already live in a different part of the country. In India, they have a very clear picture. They want to open a 250 store before 27, and for the same thing, Franchise India, along with the Ichak Dana, they are taking care of the expansion across a different city. When I said a different city, so tier 1, tier 2, or maybe tier 3 city. Just move to the next page. So guys, Figaro Pizza, basically we currently open a 2 store in India. First store which was live, it is in Hyderabad, in High Tech City Center, and the second store which is live in India is Delhi. These both stores are live and doing a fantastic sale and getting a positive feedback from the customer, because when customer is giving a feedback in F&B segment, it is based on the taste, it is based on the theme, it is based on the how the team member who is working in your store is coordinating with the customer. So Figaro Pizza, or if we say Figi, when I said a Figaro Pizza, Figi, both are same, and 2 stores are already live. We are coming into a new city, Jalandhar. We are opening shortly into next month, Jaipur, Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Pune, even in Hyderabad, Kolkata. So we are opening different, almost 10 store in next 3 to 4 months through Ichak Dana. So when I said a Figaro Pizza, basically in Figaro Pizza, we have a different combination. When I said a different combination, it's based on a veg and non-veg, both options. Apart from the pizza, we have a salad, we have a sandwich. The most important thing in Figaro Pizza, we freshly baked pizza. We are not depending upon how my voice is audible.
Yes, you're very much audible, Rahul.
Yes, audible.
So when I said Figaro Pizza, apart from the pizza, we are also having a varieties of the product that include your sandwich, salad. Then you can go with the other category of the desserts. You can also go. You can also go with the laminates and the other thing. And this product is not for if I say okay, if I have 100 rupees money in my pocket, I can say I can go into the Figaro Pizza, I can eat. If I have 1,000 rupees or 5,000, obviously. So it is a combination of student, old generation, as well as the young generation. So it's a combination of all the crowd who want to eat and who want to enjoy, who want to spend a time with their loved ones, or they want to just spend something, okay, I want to eat something new in the market. So Figaro Pizza is for them. So basically, I can say in Figaro Pizza, we have a varieties of model. When I said a varieties of model, we have a area developer rights, but area developers are only available for 8 states. I can tell you what are the states which are present right now, and we have a unit options. So currently, area developers which are available, we can sell for Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, Kerala. The territory which are not available right now: Delhi NCR, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Goa, Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, Chandigarh. Hyderabad as a city is already sold. So the beauty of this area developer, if someone wants to take an area developer, they can get a revenue sharing. So there will be a revenue sharing on a unit franchisee. There will be revenue sharing on a royalty. So I can just tell you what is the unit franchisee and royalty when I will just tell you more about the unit commercials. We have a 3 different model. One is called as a food court model, which is the most important part. If someone wants to open their store in the mall, so we can go with a food court concept. If someone wants to open the store on a high street, we can open a standalone model. If someone wants to believe on a delivery concept, then we can go with a Delco model. So again, guys, again, back to the services. When I said services, so franchisee will not worry who will take care of the location. So the location will be supported by us. So we will take care of the 360-degree support first, because if you choose the franchisee, then the franchisee always have a thought, यार मैंने तो पैसा लगा दिया, अब मेरी location कौन support करेगा? The location support is from the brand side. So we will approve the location. We will not allow anyone else to open at any place, because at the end of the day, we need a longer period of relationship with any franchisee. So first services is the location support. Second is the hiring and the training of the staff. The guy who want to work in your store is not is not a one guy who will do only one job. He's a 360 all rounder. He know how to make a pizza. He can also involve in the billing section. So you will not depend on a single person. After that, the marketing support is also taken care by us. So we will take care of the national and the local store marketing. When I said a national marketing, so national marketing in terms of the OTT, or maybe a newspaper ads, or maybe that is a Facebook or a Instagram or any other medium. So we will take care of that. But for a local store marketing, we will take care of the local store marketing at the time of the launch. But whatever the other activity is required, we can support you in terms of the creative or in terms of the distribution. So the local store marketing is also supported by the Figaro Pizza. Apart from that thing, he will not worried about the inventory. So all the inventory is supplied by the brand. That include the if someone wants to buy some fresh vegetable, or someone wants to buy some kitchen equipment. So all the inventory that include the kitchen equipment or a raw material is supplied by the Figaro Pizza. So franchisee will be free from their mind. He is coming with their one thought, I have a money, I want to run some business, I want to start a business for my family member, I want to start a business for some other person. So he will not worried about anything else. So all the services will be taken care by us. So that is the reason when I said a support function, so site selection, pre-opening, day-to-day operations, food preparation. So the complete training, 15 days training is provided by a team. And we have a dress code. So the guy who want to work in your store, they have a proper dress code. We will not allow anyone else to enter into your store who is a part of it too, and he can do whatever they want to do. So there are proper training. There's a proper attendance, and each and everything is taken. So we can also do the omni-channel presence. So we are what is the meaning of an omni-channel? The meaning of that is we can doing a business through online and offline. Offline mode is through the direct customer which is coming to your store. Online through Swiggy and Zomato. We are also launching our own app through which we can deliver the goods. Along with that, we can also manage the food cost management, which is the most important part in F&B business. When I said a food cost management, it means what is the wastage? In Figaro Pizza, the wastage of the product is almost zero. And the shelf life of a dough, because we are freshly baked pizza in front of the customer and we are not using any oil. This is the USP. It's the freshness. We are using an extra topping, and we have a pizza started from 7-inch, 10-inch, and the 14-inch. Apart from that, the price start from 99 to 1,000, and we can customize the price as per the local city. If someone wants to open in an airport, so we can change the price. Someone wants to open in a metro station or in a high street, the price can change. And we can also customize the product as per if someone wants to open a pure veg. So take an example, the people who from a Gujarat or a Jain community, they said, okay, I want to start a completely veg Figaro Pizza. So we can open a Figaro Pizza completely veg, just like a Domino's. In a Gujarat, if you go to in a Gujarat, so they can open a pure veg or veg and non-veg, both options are available. So guys, now coming back to the unit, as I said, we have a 3 model: food court, Delco, and a dine-in. So when I said a food court model, the investment will be around 30 lakh rupees. For a Delco, the investment is around 40 lakh rupees. For a dine-in, the investment will around 50 to 60 lakh rupees. In all 3 models, when I said orders are remain same, but there is a difference between the size. Food court model will require a space of 300 to 400 square feet as a carpet area, and we can open at any mall. And if someone wants to sign a deal, if they want to open in any mall, they can just connect with us. We can provide a location in that mall. In Delco, it's completely a delivery. When he said a delivery, so they are totally based on a online and offline delivery. There is no customer sitting there. So their investment will be around 40 lakh rupees. When I said a dining, it means the people can come, they can eat. Here, both the concepts are working as an offline and online omni-channel. So in three model, the franchisee piece is nominal. We are keeping a 10 lakh rupees as a franchisee piece. This is a one-time piece, and we are keeping a 5 year of an agreement. Every 5 year is a renewal of an agreement. So it's a lifetime. And we are also charging a royalty 8%, out of which 2% is used on the marketing support. So that is the reason. We are also taking care of the local store marketing. If any franchisee which is coming to us, they will not worry, okay, yaar, humne to royalty le liya, hum kar kya rahe? So 2% is used on the marketing part, and 6% is used on the product development, on the auditing. So my operation teams are there who can do the auditing. So he will not worried about the cost of goods, taste of the product. If the taste of the product is not coming same way, so my trainers are there who can train their team after the store opening. So that is the support we are keeping while taking any franchisee with us. So we need a partner who want to work with us for a longer period. We will work as a family. We will never think that he is a partner. They will just take a franchisee and they will run. He's a family of a Figaro Pizza India, and that will play a very important role when someone is considering as a family. So everything will be equally shared. So we will take care of each and everything while running the store and while opening the store. So these are the glimpse of Indian store. If I say this Figaro Pizza, first pick is for Delhi. The second pick is from Hyderabad store. So two store which was live in India, first in Hyderabad and second is in Delhi. These are two store which is live currently in India. So guys, let's celebrate the partnership with Figaro Pizza. And I can say, if you want to part of this Figaro Pizza family, I will give you one my words ki your investment is 100% secure with the taste of the product, because in F&B business, taste play a very important role apart from the support. So both the factors are available while you choosing the Figaro Pizza through Franchise India. Thank you guys. Thank you, dear.
Thank you so much, Rahul. Thanks a lot. You have briefed everything in a very good manner, and I think the message which you wanted to convey, the details which you wanted to convey to the participant has been conveyed properly, because I do have so many questions available in my Q&A. I'll try to take up the maximum questions. So let's start. So there is one question being asked by Mr. Abhishek. Do we have any branch at Uttar Pradesh?
So no, we are opening in Uttar Pradesh. So we need both a unit franchisee as well as an area developer for Uttar Pradesh. So currently we are signing a deal for a Lucknow and Gorakhpur. Most probably next 15 days we can sign a deal, and before October both projects are live. Because once deal has been signed, 15 to 20 days will required for the property, and minimum 60 days will required for the construction.
Okay. So I think you have answered the second question also, because Sankalp has asked, do you have any availability in Lucknow? So you have mentioned that you have signed up a contract in Lucknow. So Sankalp, I am sure you have got your answer. They have recently signed up a franchisee in Lucknow, and they'll be live in Lucknow very soon. But one thing I would like to ask Rahul, what is the kilometer area we maintain for the second franchisee? Let's see, as Sankalp has mentioned that he's interested for Lucknow. So you did mention that you are coming up in Lucknow live in few days or maybe in a month maximum. So do we have any scope of franchise in Lucknow? After
Yeah. So we are keeping near 5 kilometer of radius to open the another store on a high street. And in a mall, we can keep only a one outlet. If it is a standalone or a food court, we will not allow any two partners in a one place. And that is the reason I told you, I need a partner for a longer period. My thought process are very much clear. We need a partner for a longer thing. For the same thing, the Figaro Pizza India have a same thought. So 5 kilometer of radius we are following to open the another store and one store in a one mall.
Okay, so you mean to say that the area kilometers we are keeping is 5 kilometers between one store to another store in one city. Okay. There is one more question being asked by Mr. Marmik Vyas. He's asking, is ownership of places required for the franchisee?
No. So it's both the things. So if someone have their own space, so the approval is from our side. So when I said on our side is from the Figaro Pizza. Once we will approve the property, then we can go ahead with the all the next step. So if there is a own property, once the property has been approved, then they can sign a deal. Then the fit out and the design and the construction is going on. if he is not having their own property, he can sign a deal for some particular location. Take an example, if someone is from a Karnataka, he want to block a location for Kormangla, which is the prime area, or Indranagar, they can sign the property, they can sign a deal for that particular area. Then we can search the property for that location in that area, so that at the end of the day, the guy will get the same property in that local market. So we can help in that property part also.
Okay. All right. You mean to say that you'll have to see the property as per the criteria already set for the brand, right?
Yes.
So I think you've got your answer, Mr. Vyas. There is one more question being asked by Mr. Balaji. Which model is included in the master franchisee option?
So all three models are included in area developer, right? So when someone is taking as a master franchisee or area developer, they have to open a one store. For that thing, the franchisee fees is included in the area developer or master fees, right? They can open at any store, but I would always suggest they can open a standalone store, because they will present in the high street. The people who are coming, they can see, and then the new franchise, because it's a 40-year-old legacy. If someone wants to open a food court, we are ready to open a food court also. But Delco, we will not prefer for any area developer, because it's an online cloud kitchen concept. That is only for the other franchise who want to take a single unit.
Okay, fair enough. One more question is there. How much is the cost for the master franchisee in Karnataka?
So that price will be discussed separately, because every state have a different price. We can discuss about the price. The price is not a constraint here. We need a partner who work with us for a longer period of thought process. That is our intention, and that is the reason when we, in the last around June 2022, we entered into the India, and we have a 20 store already signed. Apart from that thing, we have a 15 area developer or master franchisee are already signed. This is because we need a partner for a longer relationship, not for a shorter thought.
There is one more question being asked by Gargi Das. What is the ROI?
So the ROI for a 3 different model is varies, but average when I said an ROI, it's 16 to 20 months is the ROI paid. And the beauty of this business, I said, there is a wastage of product is almost negligible. That is the reason 25% is the cost of good and 30% is the net margin. So 16 say 24 months are we considering as an ROI, and we are getting the same thing, because our 2 stores are live. We know how much sales they are doing it per day and per month, and that is the reason we are aligned for.
Okay, so I still have few questions, but I would like to end this because we are running out of time. The last question: how much is the profit margin on sales, and what is the cost of the products?
So that is the reason I told you 25% is the cost of good and 30% is the net margin in a Figaro piece.
And what is the cost of average product if we talk
so
about?
Average cost, take an example, if 2 people are going together, so minimum they can spend 750 easily. Matlab 750 is a average price for the 2 person.
750 rupees, you mean to say?
Yeah, because if someone wants to eat a pizza, they can also order drinks, and they can also order, so they want to eat a different product. So 750 is the average size, which is easily coming in our currently 2 running store.
Okay. So thank you so much, Rahul. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your time, and the details you have shared are really insightful. And I'm sure the participants who are already there on this, they're watching the webinar, they are getting it insightful and useful for their plans and the future prospects. They are already thinking to open up the franchisees, and I'm sure it is going to benefit them to enhance their knowledge and to take a good decision or the right decision for their franchisee plans, their business opportunities. So thanks a lot, Rahul. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Neha, and thank you so much, guys, for joining. Bharat.
Thank you. So with this, I would like to take it forward. You have already, got to know about the health brand, which we have talked about to see here. And we've already got to know about Figaro Pizza, which is a food brand. So now let's move forward with education brand. So again, and as we've already mentioned, I did mention in initial stage also that today we are going to talk about the iconic brands only, the brands which have their existence into global level. So today we do have Mr. Namit, the CEO of Franchise India, who's going to represent us a brand which is called Direct English. So when we're talking about this brand Direct English, everyone knows in today's date, people are investing in the English language trainings for their own kids, for their own self, in terms of their education, for their future prospects. So English language is a need of today's era, whether it's this country or any other country. So in India, definitely it's very much needed right now. So Direct English is a UK-based education brand. And here we do have Mr. Namit, who's going to put some light on the brand as well as franchisee opportunities we do have with this brand in India. Namit ji, first of all, I would like to welcome you on the panel link. And I would like to request you to please put some light on the franchise opportunities our panelists and investors have in India related to Direct English. Over to you, Namit ji. So your mic is off, I think.
Yeah, thank you, Neha. Thank you for the opportunity provided by Franchise India to showcase my brand, which is Direct English. Now, Direct English, I'm working as a CEO, first of all, for this brand, and I will head this brand nationally, right? So, any questions you can ask me. So, Direct English is a brand which is based out of UK, as Neha has already informed, right?
Yes.
And about our company, see, this company is having a heritage of more than 120 years. So there's a company called Linguaphone Group, right? They started their operation way back in 1901, and hence they have a legacy of 120 years into English language training. And they teach 1 lakh plus students annually throughout the world. They have got presence in more than 20 countries worldwide. And now we have brought this brand to India for their expansion. Now coming to the continuously innovating, so we are talking about English schools where we are talking about a hybrid model of a culmination of both offline and online mode of training. Louis Alexander is the founder for Direct English. He himself has been a Guinness Book of World Record holder for maximum number of books being sold. And he started this with a vision to impart European framework, English language training for everybody. As I told to you, that Direct English also have live classes where there's a hybrid model of both offline and online mode. So they have beautifully created a structure where that entire content for a student is digital, and they get also the learning management software or LMS facilities which are built into that. In terms of the curriculum, they follow the European framework where there is a foundation. F means foundation plus 8 levels. For every level, there will be a 60 hours to 62 hours of classroom training, and which will cover all the 4 aspects of English, which is listening, speaking, writing, and reading. Right? Every session for a student will be 1.5 hours per class. The biggest beauty of this program is that before a student is being enrolled for a program, there will be an assessment, online assessment being conducted by Direct English, basis which we will understand that what is the level of English that they currently have, and we will suggest a module for the student. So the student will be understanding that for which module they are up to the mark and for which module they are enrolling for, and what will be the outcome of that training. So this has been beautifully designed throughout the program, where for every level there are 27 lessons, and there are 3 exams for every level, and they get a certification which is as per the European framework. As I told to you that we have presence worldwide with 20 plus countries, which are including Bahrain, Bulgaria, Israel, Indonesia, Iraq, Kazakhstan, and so on and so forth, right? This brand has been into English speaking for so many years now, right? So you can take that leverage from this brand. In terms of the brand expansion, what is our strategy is that we are looking for area developers. Area developer is one who will be entitled for an entire state, right? And they will act as a regional office for that state. And then we are also looking for unit franchise options or licenses, right? So there are these 2 models for which we are going for a strategy for expansion in the country. In terms of the Indian market size, approximately 10% of the population nowadays speak English in India. So there's a huge vacuum, or you can say English is becoming nowadays the second language after the regional language as a level of communication. So anybody and everybody requires English as a training, English as a language. And the other aspect of it is that starting from an age group of 5 to 6 years to an age group of even 30 years, they all are my customers for an English language program. So even a graduate, even a school going student, or even a professional working in the company at a lower level for their higher level growth, everybody needs an English language training. And hence it is about $5 billion market in India. As far as the learning drivers are concerned, you can see that India is divided into major zones where Hindi is the largest spoken, followed by English, and then the regional languages of others like Malayalam, Kannada, Gujarati at the regional levels. So English itself has a huge scope, and my English program also makes one eligible for appear for every of the test centers like IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT. So my program is not specifically limiting themselves only for this, but they also make them equipped to appear for these examinations. In terms of market positioning, we have done certain surveys. Based on the survey, there are three more factors that the batch size that we have kept is only 1:10. So one trainer to 10 students is the batch size that we have kept. Our pricing is also very low or meager in terms of the competitors like British Council, Cambridge, where they are charging around 600 to 1,000 rupees per hour, and our pricing is just 250 rupees per hour. So these are some of the benefits associated with this. In terms of the financial snapshot, as I told you that there are two kind of plans. One is the area developer, wherein we are looking for people who can become the state owners or who can become our regional office for that particular state. So the investment is around 20 to 50 lakh rupees, depending on the state that they want to get into. For a unit franchisee, we are talking about an investment of 15 to 17 lakh rupees, which includes the setup cost plus the franchise fees of 4 lakh rupees plus GST. The average ROI is greater than 100%. It is humongous because every module is a 60 hours of training, which can be completed within a span of 2 months to 4 months. So you can have multiple training students or multiple inputs throughout the year for the students. The agreement period that we do is 5 years, and we just charge a royalty of 9% only on the tuition fees, right? Ideal partner we are looking at who are having the experience into education and training, or those who have got the experience into multi-outlet, or who can devote time and create a network, right? Who are already trainers possibly, or running any of the other vocational training programs. So all these kind of institutions are my right fits. And anybody who is having for education, it is not required to have a prominent ground floor location. An education business is one which can be even done at first floor, second floor, or third floor of any of the buildings, right? So education is one platform which is recession proof and can meet all the criteria for a ideal investor. So rollout plan that we have divided the entire country into 20 zones, and these are the zones for which we are aspiring for the area developers. I am pleased to announce that we have already signed off for Northeast. We have already given the area developer for Delhi NCR, for Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka is on the anvil. So for rest of the locations, we are available for area developers, and for unit licenses, we are looking across. So within a span of 1 month, you can see certain branches of us coming up, and you can feel everything. The entire support from the brand, from location to training to the curriculum, everything will be taken care by the brand, including the brand guidelines for setting up the center. So we will be there to support you in anything that you do. There will be a corporate marketing structure where we are charging 2% of that entire revenue. The local marketing support we are giving in terms of the creatives. So we will be there with you for end-to-end support to make that unit successful. So there are benefits. First is the financial benefit, as I told to you, that you get a rapid ROI on your investment. It is highly profitable. Education is a recession-proof business. Operational benefits, as I told you, that we will give you a territory of 3 to 5 kilometers, depending on the state that you are choosing for. We will even look at only one training center at any of the district, which is smaller district or taluka, right? We will do the recruitment of trainers We will also support them in terms of training. The curriculum is world class, as I already told you, with a backup of 120 years plus. The marketing and business benefits are provided to you, right? So all these are the benefits for a franchise partner. High growth industry, UK curriculum, strong brand with 20 plus countries worldwide, right? Teaching resources are among us with both digital contents given to the students as well as training. Ongoing support is provided by the brand. So that's it from my side. Yes, any questions now?
Thank you so much, Namitji. Thanks a lot. So, firstly, I would like to mention that education is not something which is for everyone, because when you
Yes.
talk about food and retail, this kind of
Yes.
business is something which any person can come and discuss upon. But education is something which is only for the people who are specifically looking for the education business and who have interest into education business, and the people who already are running some kind of educational institutes, tuition centers and all. So this business or this kind of investment is not understandable for everyone, which is very much understood from the side of participants also. So I understand if your questions are not coming up in that manner, we generally get for food and all, but I do have some questions. So I would want to take up first question, which is being asked by Abhishek Tara. He's asking about the investment. What is the investment required to start this business?
See, as I already informed in this, that for an area developer, we are looking at an investment of around 25 to 50 lakh rupees. And for a unit franchisee, it is just 15 to 17 lakh rupees. Now, the primary investment will go into the setup of the infrastructure. So somebody in case has already a setup, or who is already running some kind of a tuition class, or who is already running some kind of classes. So setup can be customized with a minor changes, right? So you save a lot of money in terms of your setup cost. So you can do that business within a span of 10 lakh rupees possibly as an investment.
Okay. There is one more question being asked. Does the center has to be located in a prime area?
No. So basically education, as you have already said, Neha, is a different ball game. So you will find that in every city, there is a area which is defined for education as an institutions, right? We will also want our partners to find out a location, or we will also help to find out a location which is within that territory where there is a student flow, right? For example, in Delhi, there is a South Campus, there is a North Campus, there is Rajani Garden. These are South X. So these are the locations which are identifiable from that education perspective because the student community is there. Similarly, for every state and every location, district, there are places where they are holding that education as a business. So we'll have those locations.
Very much clear it is for us. See, as we all know that English is the main requirement for today's era, whether it's a student or an office goer or the college going student. Even if we see today's scenario in India, I'm just talking about the India because we are sitting in India, and the business opportunities we are talking about is only in India right now. The participants we do have, though the participants are from different states and cities, but we all are here in India. And we are going to talk about the scope which we have in India itself. So to make it more clear to you all, this is, I would say that we are trying to come up, why we are coming up with this brand to give you the franchises, because with this we are trying to come up with the concept or the courses and the sources we are using from UK only. The material, the study material which are being used for the education purpose or the language purpose is directly coming from UK. Generally, we think or we try to send our kids, our relatives, or our close ones to the other countries to get that kind of study, which we can do here at present with this kind of, brand, which we are coming up with here in India itself. So there is a very good scope. But again, as I've already mentioned, that this is not something which can be understood from, for each and every one, because it should be an interest of area. So if you have this kind of interest when you want to go towards education industry, because the scope is really good and the ROI is there, as Namitji already said, you can have 100% kind of ROI in this kind of, institute and the franchisee. Reason being, you are getting this for one, the course is there, the people or the tutors, so please correct me if I'm wrong, are being for offline classes. I'm sure they'll be hired here in India itself, and they'll be given the training so that they can provide the training to the students who are coming up and joining to the institutes, and for online also. So both the modes are available. The fees is going to start from day one, and you are charging on hourly basis, and people are spending for such courses because they want to enhance their skills, right? Okay, so whether you are from India or you are for like, obviously we all are from India only, whether from you are from a smaller city or a state or a village, but everyone wants their upcoming generation and the current generation to get educated in a manner so that they can communicate, they can look educated. So for that, they need to have this education for English speaking, and they're going out. We see it in every day that people are going out to get educated or learning the education related to English language. There is one more question, sir, I would like to ask. What is the fee per student?
See, roughly the fees has been divided into three components. One is the registration fees, the second is the course material cost, and third is the tuition fees, right? So registration fees we have earmarked as 1,200 rupees per student. The kit charges or the material cost, which is digital in nature, will be around 3,000 rupees per student. And the tuition fees we have kept at 15,000 rupees plus GST for every module. So this is what the fee structure is all about.
Okay. One more question is come up. Which level English to be taught? Which is really good question, because I'm sure because now you have started taking interest, so you're asking these kind of questions, because these are the questions which technically should be asked if you want to go into these kind of business. So Marmik, very good question. Sir, which all levels of the English you are providing in this kind of courses?
Okay. So as I told you that foundation plus 8 levels are there in this curriculum, right? The first, second, and third level are comprising of the basic. 4, 5, 6 is the intermediate level, and 7, 8 are the advanced level. Now, from a layman perspective, I can say that level 1 to 3 are the thematic areas of English. Level 4, 5, 6 is primarily focusing on the grammatical areas, and 7, 8 is making somebody eligible for a conversational English on any other topics.
Okay, so we start with creating the base and we take it to the advanced level, right?
Yes. Yes.
So there is one more thing I would want to ask. Is there anything like that we can choose on what level we want to go for? Like,
see, as I told you that the beauty of this program is that every student will be assessed first.
Okay.
Based on that online assessment conducted by Direct English, we will be able to understand at what level of English they know. And then only we will suggest them the modules that they should undergo.
Right. Okay, there is one more thing available here for as a question to ask you. Is it helpful for IELTS?
Yes. See, IELTS is never a program actually. People have misled or missell it, right?
But they are
IELTS
selling it, and the institutes are running for IELTS training and all.
Right. But to be very precise, Neha and my viewers, there is nothing called a program called IELTS or TOEFL. They are making somebody ready for an examination, considering that they will get certain bands or certain percentile, which is a myth. Many of the students have seen that they learn even for a year and they don't get even certain grades or bands even after that, because they are creating a mockery of the spoken English program. Whereas from where we are coming is having an experience of 120 years plus, we are coming with a program where we are sure that the student will be able to converse English, right? And they will be, through that program, will be eligible for any of these testings.
Correct. Very well said, sir. Even I believe in this thing only, that there is nothing to do with these courses for IELTS appearance and all these kind of exams. One more question is there. Duration of course. What is the duration of course?
60 hours to 62 hours of classroom training, ma'am. Right? And out of which I am talking about 1.5 hours per day. So typically it is a 40 days or 41 days of program. Now it depends on the center whether they want to enroll a student for a fast track, which is 6 days a week class, or a 3 days a week class, or a weekend batch. So the duration will be accordingly distributed. If somebody is choosing a fast track batch, they can even complete in 2 months' time, right? If somebody is looking only for a weekend batch, then possibly the program will go for 6 months, because they are only using the Saturdays and Sundays for the classes. Right. But the beauty is again in that is that you can have multiple batches within the same day, and you can have multiple intakes throughout the year. So you are not stopping your business because of certain numbers.
And anyways, as it has been already mentioned that the fee would be on the basis of hourly classes.
Yes.
So whether they are completing the course in 3 months or in 3 weeks, you are going to get your money
Yes.
any
Yes.
which way. So like I would say it's going to benefit you whether you are giving the classes on regular basis or on correspondence level on weekend basis or on hourly basis, because you are charging on hourly basis. So it's going to be benefit you in every way. So thank you,
Let me
Namit.
correct. We are not charging on the hourly basis. It's a per level basis.
Per level basis. Okay.
Yes.
And how much time it takes to cover one level as per the just normal? You can just tell
See,
me.
roughly
standard
around
time.
2 months to 3 months of time.
Okay. So we
Yes.
charge
So
on the
even a
basis of
student
the-
can you can look at multiplying revenue from a single student. You can upgrade a student if suppose they have enrolled for a level 2. The student will definitely come back to you and say that, ma'am, I want to do a level 3. Similarly for level 4. So same student can be a multiple level for you.
right, to advance their own skills. They'll
Yes,
definitely going to
yes.
come up and do the
Yes.
to go for higher levels.
Yes.
One more question is there: how many students allowed in one session or lecture?
See, as I told you, the batch sizes we have kept is very small. 1:10. One trainer, 10 students. Right?
Yeah,
Plus,
so
I want to add one more beauty to this program. That suppose the biggest challenge any franchisee or anybody faces today is, suppose a trainer leaves in between, then what will happen to the student? Immediately, the student will be put up on the online classes connected by direct English from UK. Point number 1. Point number 2, I'm giving an opportunity for my franchisees to even look at B2B tie-ups, like school tie-ups. You can collaborate with the schools to provide a program inside the schools for 1st to 8th graders, where that entire curriculum can be amalgamated and you can create a bigger volume for yourself. So not only from a brick and mortar model where the students coming to a branch, we can even look at possibilities and options of doing a school tie-up basis.
What a wonderful thing you have added. So guys, it's not only that you'll have to start your own institute and you're providing course or the training online or offline basis. You can tie up with the nearby schools and you can share the proposal to the school authorities to run this kind of courses in the school, because as we all know, this is the requirement of today's era, and there are so many schools which are not providing sufficient information on the training which is required to create a base of a student. So obviously you can approach the schools also, wherein you can multiply your business in numbers, definitely. Thank you, Namiji. Thank you so much. I
Welcome.
think now people understood what exactly we are talking about, and the details which we wanted to convey to them, it is
Yes.
definitely been conveyed, because they have shared the questions also. So that means they're understanding the things, and it's a very good business. As I was already mentioned that it's not F&B, it's not retail, it's education. But again, education is something which is going to benefit you, and it always benefits someone. But
Yes.
generally, not everyone understands this kind of business. Only people who are already into the business or they have interest in these kind of businesses understand this kind of business. But it's not that you should be from the similar industry. If you're not from the similar industry and you want to explore and you want to go into these kind of business, our team is there always to help you out, to train you, to guide you, to go ahead with this kind of concept also. So thank you, Namitji. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you too, sir. So with this, thank you so much for your time. And I believe that the brands and details and insights shared will greatly benefit you to choose the right option for your business plan. Again, I would like to give you a reminder to open the link, which I have shared in our chat box, and register yourself to India's biggest business expo coming up on 15th and 16th July at Pragati Maidan, Delhi. I'm sure you never want to miss this opportunity to meet all the brands under one roof, because you are not going to get this chance again in this year at least, because this comes once in a year only. So if you have questions which were not being answered, I'm sure there must be some questions which are not being answered because of the time which is limited to us. During the live event, we plan to get back to you within the next day or two. Also, you will receive an email on your registered mail ID, which you are getting almost every day just after this webinar, which you are getting from my end directly. So I request you to share your queries, your feedbacks, which are the queries which are unanswered. And if you have any kind of feedback, if you want to give us any opinion, any feedback to improve ourselves or our webinar, especially my Bharat Franchisee show, which I feel is very connected to me and to you all, because every day I'm coming up here and I'm getting a chance to interact with you all. And I believe that I am, I'm successful in myself in sharing the details with you, which is going to benefit you and which are benefiting you in any way. Even you can write to me if you are getting any kind of, if you're taking something from here, I'm sure you are taking the information, the knowledge. So you can write it to me, a thanks email also, which is going to work for me. So you can get in touch with us, as I keep writing in my chat box also, in chat box also. To get in touch with us, you can dial on our hotline number, which is 9717683838. You can write to us on feedback@franchiseindia.in, or you can WhatsApp me on my number, which is 88004937.